Wow, what a way to celebrate women. Thanks so much, Shaggy, and thanks YouTube for providing that. It's a great time to be alive, and even greater privilege to be celebrating the women this entire month. Before we get started, Helen, wouldn't it be nice to refresh our memories on some happenings?
So much happened this week. So much.
Yet again.
Yeah, I heard that, man. You know, I talked to you. You had been in traffic for like 4 or 5 hours.
It was double punishment this last Wednesday.
Oh my goodness.
5 hours just from the island to Yaba, which is a drive of about 20 minutes now. So that's all I have to talk about.
I think that's all we should talk about now, because our time is fast spent.
Yes,
we're anxious to get the show on the way.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so anxious to kick off the conversation. We are too. After the break, you know, after the break, Mobolanle Oni will join the conversation. We've had the break already, so Mobolaji is right here on set with us to navigate how attractive and beneficial insurance is in economic difficult times.
Yes,
John,
I'm sure she will forgive you for murdering
economically difficult.
Mobolanle
Oni. Okay.
And of course, we'll have Stephen Imobio later to take us on a journey into the beauty of African indigenous language films, bridging the gap.
Yeah. So we were meant to take a break, but I think we would not go on that break now. But let's let you know quickly that at some point, Dolly Phillips will join in the show, as she always does. And then we'll wrap up the show talking about women and volunteerism, making the world a better place. Answers to be provided by a lion of over 20 years. She's Felicia Odbilu.
Yes, in a moment, our first guest joins the conversation. And indeed, we have her here, so why don't we just roll?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and so this is a family show, you know, and we create impact every weekend. Today with John and Helen live on Plus TV is coming to you from the studios of PlusTvAfrica. Today we celebrate our mothers, our sisters, our wives, our aunties, bosses, anyone you love and care about who is a womb man. That's what they call us. So John?
Yeah, of course. Taking the first shot is Mobolanle Oni, an underwriting manager, an insurance practitioner with over 2 decades experience. Our guest is an associate member of the Chartered Institute of Insurance, as is the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, whose portfolio covers general business, underwriting, claims, as well as oil and gas. Join us to welcome Pretty Mobolanle Oni.
Hi. Hello.
Good to see you.
Good to be here.
At least we're taking you off underwriting for a moment.
That's fine.
In the office.
She doesn't do that 247.
In the office.
It's a weekend.
It's a weekend.
Yes. So quickly, please take us through the terrain known as insurance. Call it introduction if you like.
Okay.
How familiar are people, and Nigerians generally, with insurance?
Okay, I'd say Nigerians are aware of insurance to some extent, though the penetration is still very low. But insurance simply is a risk mitigation tool. It gives support to businesses and individuals at a time of loss. But we do much more than that now. We even make it a risk improvement tool. So when you tell us your risk, we tell you we give you improvement recommendations, how you can make it better so that the incidents don't even happen. But the truth about it is they would happen. As much as we say, God forbid, on this side of the world, it would happen. But when they happen, we're there to mitigate the loss. The pain will be there emotionally, psychologically, but at least the financial aspect will protect that. The capital is protected, your assets is damaged, but would help you get back to where you should be.
Yeah, which is why we have you here. Because in our heads, our economy is ailing, battered, it's been, everybody's feeling the pain. So how do you think insurance can help Nigerian businesses and families especially navigate economic challenges effectively, if there's anything like that?
Well, it's about us even imbibing the insurance culture. Many still don't. They wonder that is insurance true. I think there's still a part of it's a lie, but the truth is insurance is real, and we can help you. Insurance can help you, especially in these difficult times. Let's give an instance. Third-party insurance is just 15,000 naira. The third party, we know how accidents happen on the road, and you can imagine hitting a car now, and well, after the back and forth, the panel beater says it's 500,000 to repair cars. We all know how expensive things are now. And with the challenge of feeding and all, you're having to cough out 500,000 from your pocket. That would be a lot. But currently, the third-party limit, the third-party cover is about 5 million naira.
What does a third party do for you?
It covers the damage to a third-party vehicle, injury to a third party on the road.
To your customer, the direct
insurer. The direct insurer, under the law, you should have a third party. And that's what the policemen stop us for. Okay, that's the minimum. It's an act. You must have it.
So who gets the assist of this 500,000?
The third party, not you, the car owner.
Okay.
Because
I just wanted. It's the third party that is covered now, not you, the owner. So you can imagine if you mistake, it's usually accidental. You hit a third party, and the cost of repair is 500,000 or 750,000, and having to cough that out. So you realize that insurance at such time steps in, and they come in, they look at what has happened, and make the payment within the scope of a cover. Even if it's the injury to a third party, a pedestrian crossing the road, because nowadays pedestrians are careless, you really
or distracted.
Yes, you really have
a lot of that
struggle with that many times.
All right, so in your role as an oil and gas underwriter, how does insurance protect Nigerian businesses in the energy sector through tough economic times such as this? Okay,
so the energy sector they're quite conscious of safety. The health, safety, and environment is key for them. So insurance is used as a risk. They also use it as a risk mitigation tool. They even use insurance in making their decision, because a lot of time they tend to diversify the businesses. The oil and gas sector could be offshore, that's on the sea, or onshore on the land. So you realize that a lot of time, especially with the environment, there are incidents. You and I know about the Ogoni, we know about the oil spillage every now and then. So insurance is always there to walk the journey with them, even when they take up heavy projects, because their assets, the projects usually run into, especially the project, into millions of dollars. Their assets are in billions of dollars. So at such times, the insurance is seen as a tool, and insurance is always ready to walk the journey in whatever decision they want to take, and in helping mitigate the losses when they happen. Yes.
I mean, no doubt you've had extensive experience in insurance. So let's tap into it while we have you here.
Okay.
So could you just tell us, in your extensive experience, how has insurance evolved? You've been in it a while.
Yes.
Could you just take us briefly through how it has evolved over time?
The journey. Okay, so from the back end to the front end, and even to the customer now. I remember when I started work, if I have to share a bit of my story, it wasn't something insurance was not a job I was looking for, So I think I found myself accidentally there. But it's been an interesting and a beautiful journey, because in the last 20 years, that sector has really grown and improved. Most of the data were manually done then. But now many
stacks.
Yes, papers and all. But nowadays, everyone has softwares. Technology has actually played a very good role here. So the softwares the insurance companies use now, even because of that, you have the younger ones coming into that sector now. So the softwares the insurance companies use now, even because of that, you have the younger ones coming into that sector now. So the softwares the insurance companies use now, even because of that, you have the younger ones coming into that sector now. So the softwares the insurance companies use now, even because of that, you have the younger ones coming into that sector now. So the softwares the insurance companies use now, even because of that, you have the younger ones coming into that sector now. So the softwares the insurance companies use now, even because of that, you have the younger ones coming into that sector now. So the softwares the insurance companies use now, even because of that, you have the younger ones coming into that sector now. So the softwares the insurance companies use now, even because of that, you have the younger ones coming into that sector now. So the softwares the insurance companies use now, even because of that, you have the younger ones coming into that sector now. So the softwares the insurance companies use now, even because of that, you have the younger ones coming into that sector now. So the softwares the insurance companies use now, even because of that, you have the younger ones coming into that Like when we used to have the old men, permit me to say that, doing the insurance business in Nigeria. And now, you can actually, part of the innovation and improvements that have come is that you can actually buy an insurance product on your phone. You can actually buy it and make payment, get your documents online just on your phone, because that's how close insurance has been brought to us now. You can, if there's a claim, because that's why you've actually taken the cover, you can lodge your claim online, submit your document, and the payment is made, and you won't get to the four walls of an insurance company.
So really, we don't need all these middlemen who run.
That's what I was going to say. The agents and the middlemen. Yes, the brokers.
Well, they have their role, because they play some advisory role at one time or the other. So we can't say no to them outrightly. They have their own side to it too. But for the very simple ones, the insurance companies have made it very easy now that just with a click of a button on your phone, it's done seamlessly.
Awesome.
So that's part of the innovations there.
Just like before we started, I was talking to you that I saw just yesterday a roadshow by an insurance company, and that was very strange. Yes, because you don't see a lot of insurance companies advertising freely, and against the background that not too many people are very keen, on taking insurance policy. Talk to me a little bit about that. What is the insurance company now doing to step up?
Okay, there's a lot of sensitization now. Okay, like I mentioned, the penetration is still very low. We're a country of over 200 million people, and we have just about 0.5, we have less than 1% penetration. So we realized that we need to go to where the people will see us. Even aside the roadshow, the radio jingles, TV adverts nowadays, even on the web, I'm not sure if there's any insurance company in Nigeria that does not have a website. That once you click, you can actually see information that would help you. On the social media, they all have social media handles now, that there's somebody on the other end ready to answer your question. So the sensitization is higher, the enlightenment is much more now. We have our Nigeria Institute of Insurance Association, we have our regulators. They're also doing a lot to ensure that there's awareness out there, so it's better than before. We want to get more people to do insurance.
I mean, while we're at it, I think the communication needs to be worked on, right? Yeah. Because like the other day, somebody was running after me and said, just trying to sell me some life, whatever, and the language for me scared me. I mean, it was so maybe something needs to be done about the communication.
Well, it's been the words used now are being broken into very simple terms so that people tend to understand. The middlemen are also there to help to break it down and explain. Even what we try to tell customers is, when you get a copy of your policy document, please read through. Whatever is not clear, come back to us and speak to us about it. Let's explain to you so you get to understand. So yes, before now the languages were not clear, but they're getting better. Yes.
Great.
Because we really want the people to understand the insurance. We don't want anybody saying we're hiding under fine lines anymore. Yes. So
all the hidden agenda.
No, there are no hidden
clauses. Those hidden clauses. A lot of people just say, forget insurance. When you are in trouble, then they begin to tell you all of the things that they should have told you from the beginning. And I'd like to believe that all of that has changed. Everything is clear in the open, and there are a lot of people at your end willing to talk to people and bring them closer to understanding, the benefits of insurance. As we get ready to round up, John, one more question from you.
One more question. So, I mean, like, how would you encourage us to work on this culture of insurance, which has been missing for years? Could you just give us 2-3 pointers as to how we as consumers, need to open up or whatever? What do you think we should do?
Okay, so as the consumers, it's okay. There's some insurance products that, there's some insurance covers that are compulsory by law, and that's
the
third-party insurance and all. But aside that, you wanna have assets that mean so much to us. Fire incident happen, rain falls sometimes, Lagos become flooded with any small fall of rain. So what we're simply saying is,
and even the life insurance.
Yes, the life insurance. A lot of people go through a lot when they lose their loved ones. Even that there's so many sides to the life now. There's the burial expenses, and there's actually even the life cover for the person that is gone, and there's some compensation to the family to help them keep going when the person is gone. Okay. So you realize that there are a lot of benefit in insurance. It's high time our people or the society should let down their guard a bit. True. And try to see, the times you just give it a try. Let's just give it a try and see what it's all about. We've had testimonies of people who say they never believed in insurance. It was just a friend, or it was from a friend, and it's making it better now, because when your claim is paid, John, Ellen knows that it's true, or Ellen's claim is paid, and she shares with her like, oh really? So it's and with the economy that we're in now, it's a lot of struggle for families, for businesses. So why don't you allow insurance help you take care? The premiums are not so much. Yeah. True. The premiums are so tiny. Yes, you might not make claim all the time, but someday they will come in. You would need it. We've had people who had policies for 3-4 years, and on the 5th year they said they've not had claim, and they had a total loss in the 5th year.
Wow.
A total one. So you can imagine having a vehicle of 15 million and it's a write-off. And so they come back and say, please. But at that time, there's no the contract is not there.
It's no longer there.
Yeah, so and aside that, anything that matters to you, there's been so many jingles around. Why don't you insure it? Okay. Give insurance a try.
Okay. And the premium. No, because I'm a testifier. The premium may not be too much. You just said it that over the years, if nothing happens, people are likely to say, Shabi, I'm just paying this money for nothing.
I'm dashing you. That's usually the word.
But like I said, I'm a testifier. I've experienced it, and I was very, very laid back. But somebody encouraged me. A family member encouraged me, and I was glad that I did, because I had an accident. Someone close to me had an accident, and the claims were like, a saving. It came very handy. Very, very handy.
And that's what we're there for, actually. Yeah. We are not the God forbid. We're saying they would have
reality.
So please come to us. Let's give
you
the protection.
It's not that every morning you pray that
nothing happens. Yeah.
No,
something happens.
That's why we're in business. No, like accidents happen.
Yeah,
they do. You can't prevent. You can prevent them, but you can't. You don't have total control. Yeah. Yes. So we're saying when they happen, we want to be a support. So while you're crying, the psychological and emotional trauma there. At least you know that yes, there's some money coming somewhere.
Okay.
I'm just curious before we go. I'm curious. Underwriter.
Yes.
Underwriter.
What's that about?
What's it about? You're an underwriter, oil and gas.
Yes. Well, underwriting simply means you bring your business, your risk.
Yes.
It could be your business. It could be your asset. We assess it, we look at it, we tell you the risk that are facing your business, the risk your assets could go through. Risk simply means things that could happen to them. So we're able to advise you that for this, we recommend that you take up this cover, and that cover. We're able to even tell you that for us to prevent, because we all say prevention is better than cure, John. So we can also give you measures to prevent them. Okay. So that's part of what underwriting does.
Okay. So you write off.
No.
So we assess, We tell you what the risk is all about, the covers you can take, and then you make your decisions and you take them.
All right. So your total package, like an advisor. So it's not only the money you're interested in. Insurance is not only there interested in the money. It's interested in, you know, coming to assist at the time of trouble, and also giving you advice on how to run your business.
Yes.
So you don't, you know, get.
You don't have this incident. Yes.
Okay. A lot of information there, and I'm better aware now and informed. I have better knowledge, you know, about insurance. And I'm sure the viewers, you know, probably are thinking about, okay, can I go get more information about insurance? And if that happens, all right, we will give you a bill. Thank you so much for coming.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me. Happy International Women's Day to every woman out there.
Awesome.
1 minute in our face.
Oh yeah, the whole of this month. The whole of March. The whole of March is ours. All right, John.
I'm sure that next month we're going to find reason to celebrate our women again.
Don't worry.
And
Don't worry.
It's all right. We love you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
We love you too. All right. So that's from our first guest talking about insurance and very value-added tips there you would like to believe. Thank you once again for sharing with us.
Yeah, of course. Insurance is attractive, and economically, especially during difficult times, you'll find it handy. So, well, these are things that we never knew before now, probably, but now we know better. Yes.
All right, so that was the starter to this full course meal. After the break, we get to find out what gap African indigenous language films can possibly bridge. Osezua Stephen Imohio is our second guest. Stay with us. It's still Today with John and Helen live. We're coming to you from PlusTvAfrica. Don't go away.